Here's why you play Lylia, the little witch in the mid lane. First off, she possesses high burst damage in the early and mid game, allowing her to dominate lanes and force enemies to play defensively. She has excellent mobility with her movement speed buffs and ultimate, making her hard to catch. Lylia also excels in zoning enemies with her continuous shadow energy explosions, preventing opponents from engaging freely. However, Lylia has high mana consumption, making resource management crucial. She's also very vulnerable to crowd control and has a short range, requiring precise positioning to maximize her damage. Lylia's passive, Angry Gloom. Lylia gains power from Gloom, increasing her movement speed. Each time Gloom devours shadow energy, it gains an upgrade, increasing the detonation damage of shadow energy. This allows Lylia to deal more damage over time and quickly move in fights. Lylia's first skill, Magic Shockwave, sends out Gloom with a shockwave, dealing magic damage to enemies in a straight line and slowing them down. If Gloom touches shadow energy, he will devour and detonate it, causing massive burst damage. This skill is key to activating chain explosions for maximum damage. Lylia's second skill, Shadow Energy, condenses shadow energy at a target location, dealing magic damage and slowing enemies' hit. When Gloom devours shadow energy, it detonates, dealing increased magic damage in an area. A max level Gloom will also restore part of shadow energy's cooldown if it hits an enemy hero. This is Lylia's main source of burst damage and zoning. Lylia's ultimate, Black Shoes, returns to the location of her black shoes 4 seconds ago, restoring her HP and mana to their previous state and gaining extra movement speed for a short time. This skill allows Lylia to escape dangerous situations, bait enemies into overcommitting, and sustain her presence in fights. A typical skill combo for Lylia is to start with a second skill multiple times to cover a large area with shadow energy, then detonate a quick chain reaction with her first skill. Continue spamming shadow energy and detonating it with Gloom to burst enemies down quickly. When in danger, use Lylia's ultimate to return to safety and recover. Moving on to builds, I usually build Magic Shoes, Enchanted Talisman, Ice Queen Wand, Wishing Lantern, Glowing Wand, and finally, Divine Glaive. These are the emblems that go along with this build. As for battle spells, the best battle spells for Lylia in my opinion are Flame Shot, Flicker, or Purify. Flame Shot provides extra poke damage and way to finish off low HP enemies. Flicker is useful for repositioning and escaping bad situations. And lastly, Purify helps against crowd control heavy enemy team compositions. Lylia counters tank heroes without mobility like Carmilla and Hylos since they struggle to escape her zone damage. Short range fighters also get countered as she can kite them with her slows and Black Shoes reset. However, high mobility assassins like Nolan and Link, who can easily dodge her skill setups and burst her down, will counter Lylia, and heroes with suppression CC effects like Kaja and Franco can also prevent her from escaping with her ultimate. She works well with heroes with strong crowd control such as Franco and Minotaur, who can lock enemies down for Lylia's explosion. You should upgrade second skill level 1 and prioritize maxing it first. Upgrade first skill as a backup to enhance damage, and most importantly, upgrade the ultimate whenever available. Lylia is an early game powerhouse, so take advantage of her high burst damage by playing aggressively. Constantly use her second skill to zone enemies and pressure them into bad positions. Always place shadow energy strategically before engaging to maximize burst potential. If you are being chased, drop shadow energy in your escape path and detonate it to slow enemies. Use your ultimate wisely. Do not activate it too early, but also don't wait too long or you might get eliminated before resetting. Managing your mana is crucial, so consider Enchanted Talisman if you struggle with sustainability. Lastly, always watch for crowd control threats as being locked down can spell disaster for Lylia.